What's going on, guys? Austin back, and today we're going to be talking about Rainbow Six Siege X. And in this video, we're going to be reacting to Why Siege X is a Complete Disaster by Benji Pie. I'll be putting his link in the description, so if you want to check him out, please go sub to him. But yeah, I wanted to make another video on Siege X and just kind of, how it's just not where it needs to be, and how where it can be. Siege is on a very it's on a decline. You know what I mean? A lot of people aren't enjoying the game. Creators are leaving. Obviously, we see Jinxie leaving for Clash Royale, stuff like that. And a lot of people are unhappy with how Ubisoft is handling Siege X and just how Siege is, in the current state of the game. So I wanted to react to this video because it obviously it makes a lot of great points. I mean, this video has a lot of views and stuff like that. And I did this a little while ago with Richie's video. But I want to do another one with this because I wanted to make a video talking about this, and I found this video and I'm like, well, this is perfect because, he's going to probably bring up a lot of points that I didn't even think of that I have opinions on, and I can bounce some things off and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, Siege is not in a good spot. I'm going to try to refrain from just shitting on it because I don't like to do that. You know what I mean? I want to give like constructive criticism, but I'm going to voice my opinions. I'm going to get mad, pissed in the video. I've been playing, no one really cares about my opinion, I feel like, but I hope someone does. I hope Siege does. I hope Ubisoft does. I hope someone from Ubisoft sees this video, because I am not here to just shit on the game. I'm here to voice my opinion and give constructive criticism on how it can be better and stuff like that. But without further ado, hit the like, subscribe button. Let's get right into the video. I'm gonna be pausing a little bit, so please don't get mad at me, but
all right, time to
here we go.
Siege. I am so excited. Said nobody ever.
And exactly. I mean, I'm pausing for 6 seconds in, but it's like I said, bro, like, before I even say it, like, I will still play Siege. I still think it's fun, but like, in moderation. Like, I can only play a certain little bit of it, bro. I've been playing like once or twice a week, which I used to play so much more. That's why I feel like the Twitch streams have slowed down a little bit. It's just, like, I feel like there's so many better things I can be doing than playing Siege in its current state. You know what I mean? But
play after not having played for a few months.
Yeah.
What's going on? I can't move. Oh, somebody played Castle and it crashed the server?
Oh my god, bro. Real.
My time with trying to rank up or anything. Oh my god. This guy is walling?
Wait, okay, he's on PC, but
not really, because they're using the recording software. All right, let me take it back from
OBS glitch. Yep, you could see the walls through on OBS.
Worth $50. There's memberships now for Siege. The game is free to play, which is bringing the most amount of cheaters.
Oh my god.
Seems like we're gonna need Operation Health 2.0.
Real. I wasn't even around during them, but real.
Hey, howdy, how's it going? My name is Benji Pie. I recently got back into Rainbow Six Siege. Oh, sorry.
I pray for your soul, brother. I pray for your soul.
Siege X, and I've got to say, it's amazing to be back on. Constant glitches, earn for free, even though I bought the game.
Literally.
Hackers, zimmers, cheaters,
real.
Running rampant. At first, I was a little skeptical about making a video on Siege because, to be honest with you, ladies and gentlemans, I am not a champ player. I'm not a diamond player. I am not absolute garbage.
But like,
I'm not Prime Bolo. I am just the
Bolo clip.
Hardcore gamer that likes competitiveness. I like trying to get good at things, and I know I'm not that good to give my opinion on operators some of the time. Or some weapons, I mean,
still though, like, if you play the game, you should have an opinion, and that goes for literally any game.
So let's talk about why Siege X is a complete disaster.
But it's gonna be cool to hold on. It's gonna be cool to hear his opinion because, like you said, he's not a hardcore player. He doesn't like play all the time, but he played like back then and then now. So like, it's gonna be a good like kind of. It's gonna be a good like viewpoint here.
In year 8.
Okay, never mind. He's a little late of a game.
I played with a stack
1.5 KD though. Okay, twin.
And that made playing way easier.
Exactly, bro. That's what I do. Duo, trio queue.
Less and less. I was okay with solo queue, but only for so long. And
solo queue is the worst thing ever. I
got a few tweaks to the shield operators.
You.
Really enjoying the game in general.
Yeah.
So I just left. I returned in the season right before
clip, bro.
Year 10 season.
Okay, so he came right before.
And was just reloading the game again, adjusting a certain.
I love this.
I was playing mainly with one friend of mine.
Yo.
Him and I just weren't playing that often. We were both unranked and eventually in together, and we realized that through Siege Tracker, you could see that a lot of the people in our lobbies were Emerald. The toxicity.
Hit an MMR.
people not giving cams, people not using cams. Altogether, it was just a not so fun experience.
Yeah,
Before I started
yeah.
playing, I tried to enable voice
Randoms.
chat, turned
Randoms
off
be
all
like
chat
that.
and team chat, and to be honest, made the game a little bit better to play. But without comms, it makes it a little bit harder.
Yeah,
Sadly,
for sure.
The game just wasn't growing on me. I stopped playing, I uninstalled, and I just went to do other stuff. No biggie. But then with Siege X dropping, I found
Yeah.
that there were a lot of people that I knew were coming back to
Yeah,
try it.
I mean, I
Reinstalled,
feel like that's how it
started
was
playing,
for
and
like
still have
everyone.
not stopped playing. I've come to the
Did the
realization that
troll.
solo queuing for ranked is essentially worthless, and it would be better to just eat dirt and rocks. But it's fun to really try and get good on
Yeah.
PC. I'm not insane, but I've gotten much better with crosshair.
He doesn't look that bad.
Audio, at least some of the time. The one thing I will say is that when you play this game for more than an hour solo queue, most of you would prefer the electric chair.
Yeah, nah, literally,
I watched
bro.
a lot of creators from
Lit, I don't
Siege,
know how
mainly
people solo queue so
First
much, bro.
Boy Roy and Evan Braddock. There's also a bunch of
I've never
creators
heard
that
of
I
Evan
play
Braddock.
with, I can't fully remember, but they definitely add a lot of light to the game. A long time
Yeah,
ago,
for
I
sure,
watched
bro.
Smitty's videos
Dude,
on
everyone hates on Varsity, but like, he one of the realists out, bro. He one of the realists out.
Siege as well. He did Funtages. Those were really good. They're absolute peak. I suggest you go and watch them.
Oh my god,
Type
he's
shit.
back.
Okay. Okay, bro. What is this?
I've known about the game for a while, but I just never felt the need to play it until other people got me into it. That was my friends Oreo and Deeb.
Jock is friends.
There, what you watch that? I watch.
Yeah.
What do you want? Blame them for the misery I have dealt with. My
Dude,
experience is
okay, Siege, I always see shit like this on TikTok. Siege is like the only game where like when you think about playing it, you're like, oh shit, like I want to hop on Siege, like this is gonna be fun. And then you get on the game and you have like a negative fun half the time because the only way Siege is fun is when you're winning. It's when you're winning. You know what I mean? Like, if you're losing, the game a lot of the time is just unbearable because of the state of the game and just the people you have to play with.
the competitively casual
What?
side, if that is a thing. I know I'm not going pro,
No.
I'm not semi-pro,
Yeah.
I'm not buying special controllers or control freaks to have an advantage on console. I'm not using macros or back pedals or paying for boosting or using a Zim. I'm
Paying
just
for
playing
boosting,
the game
Zim.
right in front of me. And at the
Real
same
people,
time,
by the way.
I've
Real
noticed
people do
some
that.
bad and odd changes over the years for the game, even in my time of playing. I've done my fair share of binge watching the history of Siege type of videos,
Yeah.
and I think I'm all caught up. I didn't really like the nerf to grenades or the nerf to frost.
Dude,
bullets.
why? Okay, that is the one decision that I will never get, bro. I know a lot of people talk about 1.5s and all that stuff, but the one change I'll never get is frag grenades. This game is supposed to be realistic. Why can you not cook grenades? Like, it just adds like a skill gap. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's just so
I
bad.
enjoyed the TD
Like, dude, the attackers did not need a nerf.
meta, and I wish it just didn't exist at all, and the 1.5 kind of stemmed that. I think
Yeah.
Flash being able to counter Mira is a good thing, you know, little things like that are great.
Okay,
but
yeah.
Rogue is essentially useless, because they just made her like Vigil on attack, instead of giving her her
I don't know.
That was cool. I never liked shield operators.
I think
and
she's good now, though.
characters like Fenrir and Azami make this game incredibly boring. Oh, and also,
Really? That's a hot take, I feel like. Maybe Fenrir. I think Azami's fine, though. I don't know why. Cause like okay, I get like Azami when you had to like punch her shit, cause like that was OP, but you can shoot them. You know what I mean? Like they just add layers. Like, you know what I mean? Like traps and stuff like that. Like if you dislike traps, it's just like I feel like it's just like it adds layers to your defense. Like that's why you run those operators. So like the attackers have to problem solve how to get that off and then how to attack. You know what I mean?
Nerf Sledge.
Real, bro, take off his
Let's start with
pants.
the Siege X update. Was it really worth doing this big promotional stunt and paying a bunch of streamers to play a game that they
The thing with Siege X is like the idea of it was really good. You know what I mean? Where you're relaunching it, it's free to play, we're bringing better graphics, better sound, but like the execution was bad because like the stuff they brought wasn't really new because when you loaded up Siege X, basically all it was it looks a little different, the hearing's a little different, and yep, that's pretty much it. The maps look a little different too, which they didn't get changed. So it was basically just like a audio and graphical update, which honestly, because they spent so much time on it, I think for where Siege was, it would have been so much better if they would have just maybe waited a little bit longer, like another season, or you know, however much longer they needed, and like brought like a new ranked system along with that stuff. So like when everyone new hopped on it and were like, oh, new Siege, and then they realized the only thing that changed was the graphics and the audio, and they're like, okay, this is just Siege. You know what I mean? It's literally Siege that we were just playing, just it looks a little different. And everything's like the hearing's a little different. You know what I mean? Like if they would have brought a rank 3.0, they would have brought some new maps. You know what I mean? Like they didn't even bring a new operator with the season. They brought a Clash rework that was just uncalled for. You know what I mean? So it's like the problem with it wasn't how it looks and the stuff they brought. It's just the lack of stuff they brought. Because if you're going to hype up an event this much and put so much like promo and all this stuff into something, you can't just have it be like this. You know what I mean? And lack new content and new stuff. But
Never played before.
that's what I'll say before he even says anything. Yeah.
Because Steam Charts is booming in terms of recent numbers, and a lot of games that are on several platforms have admitted
Like this guy has never touched Siege in his life. They got Cutie Cinderella on Siege, bro.
And PlayStation, the game is rising as well. Not exact numbers, but comparable. The game is free to play now. This means
And free to play, like great addition.
But you are limited on what you can earn, what you can do, what you can play.
Yeah.
Very, very limited. All with the incentive.
Okay, well, I didn't know how limited this was, which isn't a bad idea, though. You know what I mean? Like, you can hate on that for it being limited, but, like, at the end of the day, like, they don't want to just hand out the game for free at a lot of the time, and that's what not, like, especially if the game was, you know, money. You know what I mean? You want to put, like, you want to make it so, like, it, like, hooks you, and like it hooks you enough to where like, oh, you know, I want to play this game and I want to buy it.
Like ranks and all the operators.
Which I don't hate
I
it.
understand the idea behind this, but I think we really need to take a good look at all the promises and claims for what CJX was supposed to be.
New Rappel too. I forgot about that.
Got an overhaul.
Yeah.
Changed how certain things are phrased in terms of having
Which
high
nowadays,
dynamic range.
I think it's
There's
better.
much of a difference between them.
Is
High
yeah.
have all the same level of noise, and low makes certain things not as impactful
Yeah.
to your ears. Audio at the start of the season was very terrible. and
Oh
my
my God,
voice
bro,
isn't
this is
blended.
ridiculous.
Sometimes you could hear everything,
Ridiculously
like
bad.
Daredevil. Then other times,
Yeah,
you know
it was
everything
so like
before the noise,
inconsistent,
so
bro. I
everything
remember
across the
that.
map. I think the audio is much better, but saying
Yeah.
reworked audio is basically just saying we ruined the audio. I
Uh.
can't tell any difference from CJX to now. It's pretty much
You can't. I feel like it's not like a huge difference, but like I think it's a little bit better personally. I do personally think it's a little bit better, but like again, like if that's gonna be the second staple of Siege X and the relaunch, it's like
we're going to be getting maps that get modernized, which
Yeah.
is basically just taking the lighting on the
which is
maps and making them
horrible,
more
which is
similar
cool,
to
but like
the
it's like,
UFC.
bro, why couldn't you just like do it all at Siege X launch? So like now every single season, like they can be like, guys, we remodelized 4 maps, 3 or 4 maps. Here's new content. It's not new content. It's not new content. I'm sorry. It's new, but it's not. Like it's not what we want.
Big of an issue? Like, was it hard to see people sometimes? Because that entire problem is thrown out.
Yeah, but they just wanted to make it look more modernized though.
With the enemy
Like they wanted to make it look
This
a little
heavily
like a
affects
little
the
better.
game. You know what else heavily affects the game? Random changes to fire extinguishers, gas pipes, smoke detectors.
I don't hate this. I think it's
stoves,
cool though.
Garbage cans, a literal pile of cow shit.
Uh.
But seriously, they took the time to add little changes around the map or reworks that overall don't
Yeah.
truly affect the game that much.
Yeah, I do wish they had maybe a little bit more impact, but you don't want to make it too massive though. You know what I'm saying?
By defenders before the round even starts. Fire extinguishers are just left there, and people don't really like interact with it ever.
I feel like they need to add more maybe.
Utility slot in
I think that
order
would
to
be
turn
cool.
them off. In reality,
You know what I'm saying?
You just end up making a super loud noise with the EMP that doesn't exactly do much against the beeping of the metal detector. There's also
Yeah, I
better
mean-
textures on these modernized maps, which is good. I do like.
Yeah.
The last thing that makes
Which
CJX,
I thought the graphics were a little mid
CJX
before
is
I
the
actually
new rappel
played.
system. You can hop into Windows,
Dude,
you break the
chalk the new rappel system. I never used this, bro. I never used this.
They also have a few bugs
Uh.
like being able to rappel through ceilings and abusing whichever map.
Like if you're gonna launch this,
until it's either
why are there
out.
bugs?
We also got
Look at Mingo.
operators. Yay.
I literally
And
forgot that was a
gun.
thing.
That's cool.
Worst thing they added, bro. I could give a shit about weapon inspects. You know why they added weapon inspects? So when you buy the new $40 bundles that they release every single season, it can add another feature to why it's $40.
I know there were other things that got announced at the reveal. I will talk about Dual Front later.
Anti-cheat. Oh, Dual Front?
In my opinion. Altogether, Siege X doesn't really make sense in my eyes. It was obviously to get people interested.
Yeah.
To bring old players back. It was just a
It makes sense, but like what they brought does not make sense to what they were going for.
Is a good thing for getting new players,
Yeah.
but it isn't the greatest for keeping them. It also slightly harms the players that paid for the game already. If you're someone who's extremely competitive and you don't really care about cosmetics or even packs, then this clearly does not concern you. But one of my many gripes I have is the renown change. They made it so everyone earns less across the board.
Yeah.
And this was done under the disguise of Siege X being free to play.
Who
What
does
should have been done
that?
is let people earn
Why,
renown,
bro?
even for free, but at the current rate, and allow people who bought the game
Why is he?
buy it
Why
to
is
be
he
able to
Jaeger?
earn it at the old rate. Or
Iron
just make it
Sights?
the old rate all around. Why am I giving Ubisoft a way to make even more money? I know it's a different type of elite for Valkyrie's new skin.
Is
but
he gonna
it's
hate
still
on
an
this?
elite, and it does not need to be.
Okay, this is what I'll say on this. This skin is cool, okay? And I know a lot of people are gonna hate Austin. We don't need these type of skins in Siege. We don't need this type of skins in Siege. I'd like this. I think it's cool. Is it worth $50? Hell no. I have it. It's not worth that much. It's a tax hike, bro. It should be like $30 at the least. Like an elite skin 20, this should be 30. You know what I mean? Like I don't think 30 is like a dramatic, like it's a lot of money. But like, you know what I mean? Like $50? $50 for and like the camera skin, that's pay to lose. I don't even have this on because it's just so easy to see the camera.
$50. It is $45
It's ridiculous.
if you bought the Battle Pass,
Which
and
I
that makes
bought it for
little to no
45.
difference.
I'm
Most
part of the
bundles are
problem.
excessive in terms of
Oh
price.
my god, bro. Oh my god. Everything is so expensive in the store and half the shit just sucks. It just sucks. Like they need to lock in and make more. They can make good skins. That's the thing. Siege, Ubisoft, you make good skins when you want to. But half the time, it's just overpriced things that no one's ever going to buy that look like crap. You know what I mean? That look like filler when you know you can make good stuff. And that's like half the stuff in like, oh my god, I pray he brings up the oh my god, what are they, bro? It's like the coin packs. Like the Siege Cup packs. Oh my god, those are so ridiculously ugly.
And packs, those are
It's just like
as
not worth the
expensive.
grind,
I
bro.
understand collabs being a little bit more, but
I like-
it's
yeah,
not worth
real.
spending $15 on an elite. And then you have packs
Half
that
the
you earn
least.
for
Oh
free
my
that will
god.
just have the chance of giving you 35 greens out of 50.
And then you get all magical black ice now. Oh, but the marketplace is out, which is a great feature, by the way. And the black ice you just pulled is $1 that you could have just bought.
That you got for free. They make event packs even more
Oh
expensive.
my god, why are event
To
packs
recruit
so
is
expensive, bro?
outrageous. If you didn't know, the battle pass
Dude,
doesn't
that's
give you
real.
back the currency you spent on it. You'll always need to pay an extra $5.
I never realized it
Somehow,
didn't.
Fortnite actually did this well. It's the only game to
Dude,
actually
Fortnite got the
do
best
it.
battle
On
pass.
top
I
of
got the
this,
best
they
battle
removed the
pass.
year pass and replaced it with memberships that
Oh my
don't
god,
grind
I
away
hate
to
the
this
Rainbow
celebration.
Six Siege
I
membership.
don't think people like this.
Yo, the membership's so bad. So bad.
Memberships
Waste of
don't
$10.
I
The
don't-
only time I get the membership, I bought it like 3 times, and the only reason I did is because you get the free battle pass, plus you get like 600 free renown, and you get the 10 battle pass for like $10. So it's like actually worth it. But any other time, it's not because the cosmetics suck in it.
Kinda is.
It's like they
$10
don't
a month
try.
Compared to around $30 for the year pass. Memberships give out basically nothing. If you're
Yep.
going to spend $10 for the battle pass one season, it's good to just buy the membership.
Yep,
one
like I
time.
said,
It
yeah.
offers nothing else if that is the only bit of value.
Nope,
There's
nothing.
membership skins. They actually look pretty interesting, but it's not.
No,
worth $10
no,
every month
nope,
to get
it's
it
not
for
at all.
$80 a year. They seem like the skins should be in the battle.
Because you get the membership skin, and it's like you get like a shitty like actual like operator skin, like a full set, and then like each month you get like a part of a cool one. It's like, okay.
Battle Pass instead of the not so good looking reskins
Yep.
of Ash that we get for the 80th time. You get some tier skips and other things in the memberships, and you also get the Battle Pass for that time. But it's not really that.
It's only worth
The
it if you're
Year
getting the
Pass
battle
offered
pass.
More quality
Yeah.
rather than just quantity.
Shout out
You
to
got
Year Pass,
bundles,
bro.
All the operators during that
Yep.
year, and all of the Battle Passes just for the year. That's insane. $30 for that. That's great. And I know
Worth,
the
so
goal is
worth,
to make
but they just have to
profit,
milk the money, bro,
right,
which
but
we didn't need,
it's very
bro.
overpriced
You
as
guys
an
don't don't
way to
need
get
it.
people to spend money
Do
on it,
you?
especially in a game where you can't even see the skins for the operators you're playing. They also added the marketplace, which lets people sell
I like the marketplace. I don't know what he's gonna say about the marketplace, but I do think the marketplace is a very cool thing because it makes a lot of the skins more accessible. You know, it adds another layer. The only gripe that I have with the marketplace is that it's not directly in Siege. Like, you can't boot up Siege and go on the marketplace. Like, you have to go on like a browser or whatever. That's the only thing I don't like. But I do really like the marketplace. I think it's a very cool
skins
thing.
back and forth at the price of whatever people market it at. Obviously, people won't buy stuff for a lot, but this is a way
Yeah.
to earn stuff for free if you're kind of smart with what you sell.
Yeah.
If you're okay with losing, so that you can get some R6 credits. It still doesn't excuse the fact that this benefits older players rather than everyone. Since
Yeah, but like again, you're not gonna be able to please everyone. You know what I mean? And yeah, it benefits older players, but like, who really cares? Because they were playing so long that they get all this stuff and then they can sell it. You know what I mean? Like it makes sense. You know what I mean? And then the newer players, if they really want to, go buy your credits, and you can go buy the stuff from the older players, and you know what I mean. Then everyone wins. So I don't really like that point.
Extremely rare items that are unobtainable now. I really don't like FOMO.
Okay, Glacier though, like okay, really Glacier? That's like the Fortnite like Renegade Raider. You know what I mean? But they didn't re-release it, so
Right with me
I guess.
is
But
instead of adding new skins during certain events like Mute Protocol, they have instead just
reskin,
the
yep,
same
worst
outfits
thing they've
and
ever
so
done.
go.
Like, I don't know how many times I've said it in this video, but I've said it over the time period. Dude, Siege literally can cook on cosmetics. Like Ubisoft has cooked on so many cosmetics in the game. They just like refuse to just cook. You know what I mean? Like, they would rather take the way out of like reskinning and stuff like that, and not adding new stuff, and just adding like these kind of mid things and not really putting their heart into it. When they put their heart into cosmetics, they look beautiful. But like a lot of the time they don't. You know what I mean? It feels like they take the cheap way out. So it's like, that's my like constructive criticism. It's like, just take the time on cosmetics. You know what I mean? Like, people are grinding to get these event packs. People are grinding to get these alpha packs. People are grinding to get like the competitive packs, those are what they're called, and like putting hours into the game, and then you put like reskins in the game. You know what I mean? Like, that's not gonna want to make people grind for stuff, which I don't think they like realize a lot of the time. But like, you know what I mean? And that's like how ranked is, bro. Like, they don't put anything like cool into ranked. You know what I mean? It's all the same stuff, mid charms, like the same background card, just with a different rank on it. You know what I mean? Like, add cooler cosmetics, and I feel like that would up definitely how many people are playing the game more consistently. You know what I mean? And they may put up with some of the BS that, you don't change or that you put into the game if you actually tried on cosmetics. It makes sense. Because we all know they can cook, bro. We all know they can cook. Like, we see the Halloween skins, bro. We see the different cosmetic skins, but the reskins, everything like that, it's not it.
Which requires everyone to still
not
either
it.
spend or grind an insanely long amount for a
Yeah.
chance at receiving the skins. This affects
And a lot of time people are gonna grind. Oh my god, chalk the I get the mementos are pretty cool, but like, bro, like, not a lot of people want to just, spend a lot of money on it.
In order to get the memento skin, or whatever you'd call it, you earn this if you have everything at that time, which means Ubisoft is just trying to milk their
Legion.
players for money, because obviously you can pay money for the packs if you
Yep.
want to instead. Memberships
And it's a ridiculous amount,
Battle Pass,
of
50
renown.
bundles,
So you won't get
reduced
it, yeah.
renown gain, the game going free to play. It's all to try and suck as much money out of the players. I don't want
Which
that.
I hate, bro.
Happily,
Like,
I
every
don't
company
want
does
that
this,
there,
bro.
just
Every
because
game
like,
company
if the
does
Year Pass
this.
still
And it's
existed,
so
I would buy
annoying,
that
bro.
all the time.
Every
And it's
major
because Siege
company,
can
I
be
will
very
say.
enjoyable. But when you see how
Exactly.
good the company is, it makes you want to just save a few bucks instead.
Good point. Like, literally, bro. Get better cosmetics. Let's reduce some of the prices. Let's bring some cooler stuff to the game. And oh my god. Chalk me. But like, yeah, bro, it's ridiculous, bro. There's so much better than that. Ubisoft can be like, this game is, it's not gonna be too hard to fix, bro. If they locked
I
in.
want everyone to
Here we go,
understand
dual
that
fronts.
Dual front is a useless, and when I say useless, I mean a useless game mode. There is core siege, and then there's dual front. Dual front is accessible for
Dude,
everyone, free to play or not.
it's just
and
dual
it's
front.
the
It
combination
just
of
isn't a lot of
features that
how
makes it
people want to
magical.
play, bro.
I'm glad that I really wanted to give this game mode a chance. I figured it might take some adjustment, but other than adjustment,
I played
it's
it.
just not really meant
It's
for
just
Siege.
really
It
not
doesn't
that
improve the
fun.
main part of the game, which is one-shot headshots.
Yeah.
On top of that, the respawn timer, how you respawn, and how you can help your
Bro,
teammates
it
out.
literally
It's
just feels like a
insanely
limited
fast.
time game
The
mode.
entire idea of the
That's
mode
what it
is
feels like.
that
It just doesn't feel
66
like Siege,
30-minute
bro.
long
This should be like a
events where
separate
both
Siege.
teams
This should
can
be a
attack
separate
or
games.
defend objectives. Your team has their own set of bombs, and the other team does as well.
Yeah.
In the middle of the match, you can eventually rescue a hostage, and whichever team successfully rescues the hostage will get 2 bars out of 3 for their attacking side, basically helping them advance and
Yeah.
win. You can have all 6 people attacking, you can split it down the middle for defense and attack. It's really all up to how your team wants to play. If you are dead, you can spawn a drone on the person you're spectating to hopefully...
I didn't even know you could do that.
Attackers or defenders are. As of me writing this, they removed certain operators and replaced them with others. I don't really
Okay.
mind that. What I do
Yeah.
mind is that your drones will eventually get destroyed after their batteries go down, and that is just unavoidable. It will break
What?
even if you don't move it or anything. The respawn timer takes 30 seconds, and on top of that, it's just one map and one map only. Certain things
It's
like where the
still
bomb is placed
one
change during the
map?
match,
I
but
guess
there's
the new
only a
season
few
didn't come up, but
predetermined
what,
locations.
bro?
I bet if you filled a file
Yo, how do you launch something like this with one map? Is my question. I didn't even realize that. How do you do that?
other people
Why do
that
you do that?
know and they enjoy Siege, this might be nice to play. But the solo queue experience is horrible.
Ugh.
You end up defending by yourself most of the time, and the other 5 people will attack without you. You can run back and forth between every part of the map, no matter where you spawn, other than further sides of the enemy spawn. I totally get that.
Damn,
But,
bro,
like, why
shut
can't I
up.
just force myself to die and respawn somewhere else if I really want to? And judging by
Bro.
how content creators have treated this mode, nobody plays this besides the
Nope.
free-to-play players mostly.
Nope,
There are
nope,
some
nope, nope,
challenges
nope,
which I think is great to get people to at least try it, because they'll definitely play. But besides that, it's
Yeah.
just slow and boring. If you are so
Which, like, Siege can be slow at times, but, like, this just doesn't feel like Siege, bro. I played it a couple times. I didn't really have fun. You know, it's for some people, it's for some not people, but, like, for this to be, like, I was talking about the graphics and, like, the audio, but, like, for this to be, like, the third major thing that launched with Siege X, like, people wanted, like, the actual, like, Siege, like, the normal Siege to be, like, locked in. You know, they wanted all the changes, they wanted all this, but they spent a lot of time on Dual Front, which I don't think they needed. You know, they didn't need to do this. They needed to just mask up what was already working, I think, and make it the best that it can be versus leaving it in kind of like a ruined state, you know what I mean? And in the barren state that it is now, and working on like another mode.
low queue
You know?
and go against even a duo queue, you might lose 10 times out of 10 because they have a Monty with literally any other operator, and if you're solo on defense because everyone else isn't with you,
Yeah.
it's borderline impossible to fight by yourself in a lot of those situations. Maybe the mode is
Which
meant for
makes-
challenges
makes
like your
100%
battle pass
sense.
challenges, I don't know for sure, but it is.
I have
very
not touched Dual
flawed. I'm
Front
willing to
since
see it
like
out,
the first
okay? I'm
week
willing to see
of
what they do,
CJX.
but they need to tweak a lot for the mode. There is a lot that needs to be reworked and fixed.
Which is funny because it just came out. You know what I mean? A lot of people have a lot of issues with it, and it just
I
came out.
personally don't like Rank 2.0. A lot of the community
Oh my god, Ranks 2.0, bro. That just like, I'm getting jump scared on the screen right now. Ranks 2.0 should not be a thing right now. And it is like, the only reason I think Rank 2.0 is in the game is one, they're too lazy to change it, and two, they just don't want to admit that it was a failure. Nobody likes Rank 2.0. No one likes booting into a game, you know, with basically the only thing that matters, your hidden MMR that you can't even see. That's the only thing that matters. That's what match makes you. That's, you know, basically what decides your whole experience. And you can't even see it. The rewards are not good. You know what I mean? Like, I could go on and on, bro. Like, I want to see what he has to say because,
does not like
you know.
Rank 2.0. Ubisoft
Yep.
has added little things that somewhat explain it, but at the end of the day,
N-
you as a
Dude, yo, nobody knows what it, like, there's people to this day, like, how long has Rank 2.0 been out, that don't even know what it is, that don't even know that, like, there's a hidden MMR that decides who you play. Like, some people deadass think the rank that's on your screen dictates who you play, which is insanity, bro.
player
It's
are going to be
insanity.
left confused. Rank 2.0 launched a little
Oh
over
my
2
God,
years ago,
3
and obviously it
years.
was a
Or 2
replacement
years.
for Ranked 1.0. Ranked 1.0 did not give any rewards besides a charm.
Yeah,
for
but like Ranked 1.0, like I shit on Ranked 2.0, everybody shits on Ranked 2.0. Ranked 1.0 was better matchmaking wise, but yeah, rewards wise, like Ranked 1.0 is not perfect. It was not perfect at all. We just need a Ranked 3.0 that like combines the goodness of Ranked 1.0, the little bit of goodness in Ranked 2.0, and then like brings a lot of new stuff. Like especially cosmetics and grindability and, you know, better matchmaking and all that stuff, bro.
rank you end
You know, maybe, you know,
season end. It also provided a very clear answer
Yeah.
to what your rank and skill
which is
was.
what a lot of
If you
people
were
have a
silver, you would get
problem
certain
is
range of
with
MMR
ranked
or
1.
matchmaking
Ranked
rating.
2.0.
It's a number that will determine who you're queued into matches with. So if
Mhm.
you're a gold, you're in lobbies with other golds. For a good rank system, you will typically see that the average player is ranked in the middle of the graph. This creates a bell
Oh my god. Oh my god.
curve, which is good for your game.
Yeah.
There's not too many on the right. There's not too many on
Yeah.
the left. There's not too many.
Because it rewards the people that are really good, you know what I mean, and can get to the higher ranks. But it also, you know, makes it so you have the bad people in the beginning ranks, right? Because nobody wants to be a copper playing champions, you know, because you're hitting MMRs like that, you know what I mean? Like, you want to be playing the people in your rank, you know, that's how you, like, that's how you filter it, bro.
Not too many champs. For Siege, this is how their graph looks since rank 2.0 was released. Most people barely even get to the rank they belong in.
Wow. Wow. Because they don't get to the rank they belong in because it's literally just a grind. You know what I mean? Like, because what happens is, like, a lot of people that, like, come back to Siege, let's say they have a hidden MMR of Emerald, right? So they're like Emerald 4, right? So obviously you get a lot of renown to get back to the rank you were before, you know what I mean? Like, they help you get there. But, like, what happens is, like, you know, they'll play for a little bit, you know what I mean? They'll get to copper bronze, but they'll be losing a lot, you know, they'll be losing, winning because they're playing like the people in Emerald already, like down here, which, like, just think to yourself, does that make sense? Does that make sense? No, it doesn't. It doesn't make sense. So, like, they'll get here and they'll be like, oh my god, I'm just sick of playing Emeralds, bro, and then they'll just, like, stop playing. Or they'll get to silver and be like, oh, I'll stop playing. Because what happens is, like, you get the silver, again, you're still playing emeralds, and it's just like, okay, well, why am I not an
Your
emerald?
rank is not an actual sign of your
It's-
skill.
yeah.
So if you're constantly queued against champs, diamonds, or emeralds,
It's
like
because
I've
you're-
been ever since writing this video,
Wow,
you will
really?
struggle to rank up unless you play with a
Exactly.
stack, since the
Yeah.
game believes you should be
Which,
in those
obviously, the right way to play Siege is to play by a stack, with a stack. You know what I mean? So you can't really get mad at that part, but, like,
lobbies. Rank 2.0 can
you
still
can.
be easily abused, like having a champ queued with a copper. Instead of being in just copper lobbies, it's
yeah,
gold.
which they've tried to
Really
fix
not
that, but
much of a
it's not
difference.
really,
They
like, the
created some
greatest thing.
systems to help mitigate the problem, but realistically, Rank 2.0 is just a bullshit progression system to try and have more
Horrible,
players
bro,
play the
it's
game
horrible.
longer. Ubisoft
Exactly. But, like, the rewards and stuff are just shitty. Like, cause like, it's like, okay, yeah, you know, you want to make them play the game more, but it's like, what happens is they start playing, you start playing, and you're like, the matchmaking really sucks. You know who I'm playing, you know, where you lose a lot, and then it's like, oh, do I keep grinding for these rewards? Oh, the charm is not that cool as they used to be. Oh, the card background is just the same with different rank on it. There's one headgear in gold. Oh, I get competitive coins. Oh, let's go see what's in the competitive packs. Absolute BS. It's just like literally all Siege has to do for rank 3.0, revert it back to like the old matchmaking and maybe make a little bit of changes to make it not like rank 2.0, and then try with cosmetics, bro. And I guarantee you a lot more people are going to play your game. Obviously, you still have like the cheater problem, which I'm sure he's going to get to in a minute, but
says your MMR is hidden, which means you don't know what your actual
Horrible,
skill is,
bro.
Because why not be transparent with your players?
Mm.
Since the hidden MMR and your visible rank don't match, this makes a player like myself pissed. I don't know
Exactly.
what my skill is. I don't know
Exactly.
where I belong in the game, and
Like, I
regardless,
know I'm
I feel
Diamond
like
Champ, but
having
like
proper
a lot of people
rank
don't know where
experience
they
out of
are.
Siege. I went from being peak plat
Mm.
console to instantly thrown into emerald lobbies on PC. I
Horrible.
have not stopped going against champs to emeralds, and the obvious
Which
answer
is
to this
horrible.
problem would be make your hidden MMR and your rank match. So if I'm already queued against
Exactly.
emeralds, give me that visible rank in
Bad
the
aim.
rewards that follow. Ubisoft doesn't do this because they want more player engagement, which is something they even admitted in their panel that explained this shitty system. Rank 2.0 is garbage and needs to be taken
Exactly,
out.
bro. And I don't know how long it's gonna be till Siege fixes that. You know what I mean? Like, dude, oh my god, like that's such a big problem with the game, and they just like refuse. It's like they refuse to look at it and change it, which I don't get. They
with
need to,
placement
bro.
matches and let players earn
Yeah,
the same
dude.
rewards they do now. Stupid ass company, I swear to God.
We thought that because of CJX and the new
See,
anti-cheat,
cheaters,
I wouldn't
exploits.
run into
All right,
any
here we go.
cheaters anymore.
Now, before I get into this, I'm a console player, so yes, so I don't know like I'm not able to like kind of relate with all the PC stuff because I know PC cheaters are absolutely horrible. It's just like unplayable half the time. But console now has people on wall hacks I saw. Obviously we have Zimmers, stuff like that, so
Time soon. But I was wrong. In less than
CJX is already overrun by cheaters.
yeah.
making it difficult
Which is
for
horrible
players
because they were literally preaching the anti-cheat before it came out.
Completely taken over CJax.
Cheaters are going insane in CJax.
This little kid in my lobby was quite literally cheating while I was streaming and while he was streaming.
No, I have a
Like-
dev on my ranked team. That does not stop low-life cheaters in this game.
Which is horrible, bro. Like, how do you... Like, I don't want to hate and be, like, that kind of guy, but, like, how are you a billion-dollar company and your cheaters are this bad?
Everywhere. And from what a lot of people are experiencing, I won't exactly say I'm included. You know, I can't fully tell. There are a lot of cheaters in ranked as well. Ubisoft claimed to have made their anti-cheat better, going into
yeah.
CJax, but from what content creators are showing and what a lot of people are saying,
Like, look
evidence
at the
to back
screen,
it
bro.
up, the cheating is at an all-time high. I have
Like, how do
personally
you do-
cheated
how
cheats
does
this
that
season,
work,
and it
bro?
was in quick play. Quick play. What the? In quick play.
Why are we,
Tracking through
like,
walls,
cheating in
100%
quick play?
accuracy back to back to back, and I know it's not exactly as important, but through Varsity Gaming's hacker replay streams and videos, we know that there's still people using lag switches. I dealt with this type of player in
Like,
year 8.
bro.
Lag switch before turning a corner, then they turn it off. Swing, pop you in the head because you're holding the
Like,
ring.
that
It's
is so
pathetic.
bad.
There are people that have capabilities of crashing the entire lobby. Nobody gains or loses points, it's just one big waste of time. The
Like,
castle
I've
glitch.
had that multiple times. The castle glitch. Like, I'm pretty sure they took castle out because of the castle glitch. Put him back in after like a week, and it was still there, I think. And then they just fixed it.
People were able to do this without technically cheating because it was an exploit, and as of me recording this, Castle has been now patched and is fully in ranked and unranked again. But originally the glitch was you could break barricades and it would crash the whole
Just
server.
like,
Another
bro.
waste of time. And I'm gonna add this in right now. People already found another glitch.
Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
I believe it was fixed a week ago, maybe a little.
you know,
less.
this is an
But
OBS
but
fucking
there is also the
shit,
OBS
bro.
glitch that allowed
Oh my
anyone to
God.
have walls while on
Yeah,
PC.
it's
Never
so
knew how this was
stupid.
possible. I don't
And
suck
what
enough
is
to try
Castle
it. And I
doing?
have a feeling that I dealt with people that were abusing this until it was
Definitely,
patched.
bro.
Keep in
I mean, if
mind,
you're playing
a
on
lot of this has
PC,
been
you
going on
definitely
for
played
over
like
3
multiple
weeks. And, you know,
cheaters.
speaking of glitches and bugs, there's a bug that allows Deimos to use his shotgun while tracking people. He's probably
Didn't
gonna be
even
in
know
for a
that.
few weeks.
I mean, that's not
There's
even
also
like
a
game
bunch of
breaking, but
glitches revolving around people rappelling through walls,
Mm,
teleporting
okay, the
around,
rappel. Oh my God, like, tell me you guys remember the out. Is he gonna show the Outback one where you literally could just go through the ceiling and just go into bull? Like, and then Outback got taken out of the map pool, bro.
Currently, there are barriers to get into the ceilings and
Uh,
ceiling maps. There's also people being able to rappel.
Here's the Mingo one again. It wasn't even trying to do it.
Anything.
Anything.
I think the main problem for hackers and cheaters is that you can never fully tell when people are cheating or not. You can check stats and see high KD, headshot accuracy, but there are people
I mean,
that
yeah.
really try to hide it. There's good players that can hide it, and it's not like a hoax or something like that. It's
But
legit.
like, there's not a lot of them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, people just go out and blatantly cheat. You know what I mean? And they
Cheaters that
still
assume
just
that
like
everyone's
run
cheating,
rampant
so
all the
they start
time.
cheating too. You have white knight cheaters that will combat the blatant cheaters with their own cheats.
Yeah.
It's just a miserable
Just
experience.
endless
because
cycle.
For a game that is so competitive and having the thrill.
Exactly.
Of, you know, a 3K, 4K, you kill the entire team, get a 5K.
And then like
it
half the
shows
games
that
you
people
play are
walk
just
the sheer
cheaters.
desert
Like,
and
that's why I
they
can never
roll
play on
for the
PC,
successful
especially
kill
now,
from
bro.
people. That joy is gone when you don't know if you lost or won.
Yeah.
finally. You can't ever be fully sure if people are cheating or not. You can't fully learn the game if some people you play against are walling or aimbot or soft aiming. It's not fun.
Nope.
And all of this lies within
But
Ubisoft.
I feel for you
Ubisoft
PC
has
players,
not
bro.
taken
I
the full
feel.
precautions that are necessary for CJX going free to play. The attention that was brought to the game brought back a lot of cheaters.
Like, imagine. Okay, just stay with me for a second. Imagine Siege, instead of pouring all of their effort into like dual front, they just were like, okay, let's spend this extra time on, you know, anti-cheat. You know what I mean? Or hey, let's spend this extra time on bringing new maps to the game, which I think that's my number one thing. I wish Siege brought new maps. So like they would just bring so many maps that like that were good, you know what I mean, or decent, that like they could cycle out the map pool. And you know what I mean? Like that's a cool idea that I think would be awesome, you know what I mean? Like if they brought new maps, you know what I mean? Like maybe brought a new operator, brought some new better stuff, you know what I mean? Instead of, you know, bringing maybe dual front or, you know, anything like that, bro.
Nobody created
Any of these
some new
pointless
ones.
things.
Nobody enjoys playing against cheaters.
No one does,
And
bro.
something I personally have not enjoyed is the solo experience. It really points
Okay,
out how
solo
other
queue is
players
just
play
bad,
versus
okay,
mobile
the way
lobbies. I
people
feel like a lot
play.
of people may also deal with these issues some of the time, and that's why I want to kind of talk about
Yeah,
it.
solo
Easily
queue is so
you
bad,
can't
bro.
fix it because it's just the way that it is, but it is a critique. There are a lot of times where I have teammates that don't go on cams when they die, don't
Yeah.
call out, or even type
I mean,
in
this is
chat,
not
or
really
throw an
Siege's
F
fault,
outside
but
and die
yeah.
instantly, trying to
It's
say
just
that
like
they're
the
going for
player
spawn
base.
kill. People that will go into an unranked match or even ranked and rage quit, completely throwing your game. You get people pretty frequently that will only play operators with a magnification scope and won't even use the ability the operator has. No one will run hard
Real.
breach, and when they do,
Yep.
like this ace, they
Yep.
will just ignore you and try to frag rather than take a wall
Mm-mm.
easily and move into sight. Everyone picks
Bro.
operators with guns that are relatively easy to control. If the gun has a ton of recoil,
And it's just how it is, bro. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people just want to get on the game, frag out, and I mean, you can't really fault them for that, you know. I feel like that's why a lot, you know, it's just because, like, I feel like a lot of these things that happen are, yes, it's like a lot of, mostly it's on like just the player base and stuff like that and how people play the game, but like the other half I feel like is on just like it doesn't matter, you know. It doesn't matter, you don't need to do this stuff because it doesn't matter if you win, you know what I mean? Like, people don't want to win enough to be doing you know, like to be trying, you know what I mean, and be playing Siege how it actually needs to be played. Like, obviously, like, not everyone's gonna play on a pro level if, like, you know, you don't, not everyone's gonna play on like a pro league level, but like, when you look at pro league Siege, like, that's why I like watching pro league Siege so much, because it's like people actually care, and obviously they're playing for money and stuff like that, but like, bro, if you made maybe cosmetics better, like rewards better, maybe people would try more, maybe this number would go down. Obviously you're still gonna get the people that just want to play like this, and that you can't really do anything about that, but like, you know what I mean? Like, you can at least try to combat it with some of the cosmetic stuff and like grinding stuff and like actually making maybe like a rank worth stuff. You know, people will actually try do strats, you know what I mean? Run operators that need to be brought.
1.5s existed, and certain operators
Which
have
it was worse
with
than when
magnification
1.5s
scopes
existed,
now.
I'd
People
say.
did not touch them once they were bound to just one-time scopes. Spawn peeking in this game has
Yeah.
got to be one of the most talented things you can
Okay,
do.
that's kind of like I don't know. I feel like that's more of like a I don't really like that point, but it is what it is. I mean, you just gotta watch
On
spawn
one
piece.
hand, you have really good aim, and you help your team out by putting yourself in a 5v4. But at the same time, certain maps have way too many areas that allow for
Yeah, like
this.
Christmas market's pretty bad, but like the thing is like the defenders have to risk themselves to do that. You know what I mean, though? So it's like, I think.
Shit. Cafe is one of the maps I hate the most due to this issue. I personally feel like
But like, just don't spawn. Just spawn by like the little like shops, like I
It's
do.
really not fun to be the only person that does anything.
Everyone
with the same
roaming.
team.
I mean,
Full
again,
roamers is
that's
not
just like
enjoyable
people
at all,
don't really
especially
care.
if they keep
You
dying
can't
while
really
trying
do
to
anything
spawn
about
peek.
that.
It's even worse when you don't realize that the people are going to abandon site because you probably won't have an operator that has a shotgun to make rotates. Sometimes you get people that'll start screaming at you in VC, which is just an instant mute, or you get people in
yeah.
a quick match that are hard calming, even though it quite literally doesn't matter because knowing our odds, the next round is going to have someone go full blatant. I've got people that'll team kill purely because they think it's funny, but in reality, it's just
Again,
not
that's just
doing it.
like
It
player
ruins everyone's
base.
enjoyment. I don't talk shit or say anything. I give comms. I barely talk or respond to anything else. If it's like just a conversation, I'm not really trying to make friends with people on Siege. I know how a lot of you guys are. That's not fun. Once again, you cannot fix these issues because it's a part of the game. and it's
Exactly.
something to work around, like you can count.
I mean, again, like I said, you can maybe manangle around like the trying part where like everyone's roaming, like running like operators that don't need to be brought, not using abilities and stuff like that. But like, other than that, yeah, I mean, you can't really do much. I mean, some Siege players are just like unbearable, which is funny because they're literally just spending time on the game and they're just like actively throwing or TKing and stuff like that and being weird, and it's just like, go do something better with your life, you know what I mean?
Everything is counterable in Siege. You can counter how annoying your teammates are or the other team is. You know, you can counter the spawn peeking, but it just adds a
Yeah.
few layers to the game that are just not.
I don't really like the spawn peeking point
I
again,
don't
but
think Ubisoft realizes that in certain situations, just like in Overwatch,
What is
in
this,
my opinion,
reworks?
sometimes the game is just better off without certain operators or heroes. If you need to dedicate one full update to remastering an operator, and all you do is just make them worse to go against, you
yo, like, please say this for the people in the back. Did we need Blackbeard with an actual shield? No, he's probably the best attacker in the game, if not probably top 5, top 3. Clash. Why did Clash need to be able to run around with her shield and like have a gun? Put it down. To put down the shield. Like, you know what I mean? Like, bro. Like, I get you're trying to make them more playable, but like we don't need to make them annoying, you know, where it's like you don't want to play against them.
Objectively failed at your job. Just call it a rework. It's not a remaster. And on top of that, don't do it at all. They did a rework for Recruit and completely killed the casual side of it. That was
Yeah,
Recruit
I like
Recruit.
Striker though.
Yeah,
Striker's
just
cool.
no five-man recruits.
And
Don't
it,
do that.
yeah.
They reworked Blackbeard from being
can play him in ranked,
terrible,
though,
but
no?
able to take a bullet to the head, you know, whatever. And now he can fully hop into windows, even on rappel, doesn't have to make any noise, has a full shield that goes down only for his
Automatic
chest.
gun that he
It
can
covers his
just,
whole chest. For this season, instead of coming out with a new operator that would be memorable for the
the CJX launch, you know, like the launch of CJX. New beginning for Siege. Now let's just bring a Clash rework.
10th year of Siege, they reworked Clash. An operator, I think, gets probably the most amount of hate out of any
Yeah,
operator. due
it's
to
just
how
ridiculous. Like,
she is
yo, when I load into a game and I am attacking and I'm on my drone and I see they have a Clash, my mood just gets killed instantly. Like, it's just like,
as
okay.
a character. She can't kill with her electricity, she doesn't do damage with it, but now she can sprint with and place her shield. There is so much around the Clash.
Like, why do we need that? Like, why do we need
A
that?
better rework would just be removing her and replacing her with another defensive op. It would be far more interesting.
Nah,
to do
literally.
this alongside other content instead of just treating the remaster
Yeah.
as the
Like, look at this shit, bro. Like, look at this shit. Look at this. Look at this. Deimos, cool operator. Scopos, cool operator. Hey, let's instead of like bringing these random ass remasters, or maybe just bring one remaster a year, and let's bring like a new map. Let's bring like a new map. Something that actually like I'm not gonna say that like bringing new operators is bad because I like bringing new operators, but like imagine you bring a new map, right? Takes more time to learn. People like want to play it, you know what I mean? And the more you add, then you can recycle the map pool, bring new maps, bring like the game be all different. You know, there's a bigger skill gap with maps. I think I speak for everyone. I would rather have a new map, 1 to 2 new maps on a year, than like 2 remasters. I get making a map is difficult and tough and it takes time, but like, bro, like if they really buckle down and like locked in, I think they could do it, bro. And obviously I'm not a dev. I've never worked for a gaming company, but like, bro, just bring new maps. Just bring new maps. Stop with these operator reworks. Okay? Like they're cool sometimes, but like when you just take an operator that like really isn't that good and just make them absolutely busted in a bad way, you know, like I guess sometimes you can make it in a good way where they're kind of busted, but like, bro, nobody wants to play, like no one wants to play against Blackbeard's shield where he can run around and then quickly switch to an AR. Nobody wants to play that. No one wants to play Clash. Play against Clash. Chalk those 2 reworks. Spend that time making a map or some, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't need to be the most introvert, or, you know, in like crazy map. Just like a new map to learn would be cool and have and stuff like that. More of a skill gap. It's more something to play. I'd rather learn a new map than learn a new operator, because you learn a new operator in a couple of days. It takes you a while to learn a new map.
bulk of the content when the players have already most likely used the operator before. I'm disappointed with these past reworks. They genuinely need to stop doing them because all they do is just make it worse. You know, I didn't really think I would get here in my writing. Since starting this script,
aftermath.
starting this video, trying to play a little bit every now and again to kind of have some more clips from
Like-
this video, in between stuff with life, this game just keeps getting worse to play. And I know that there are a lot of people, potentially, that will comment, oh, this video is just hating, you just hate.
But it's not, bro. Like people need to hear this, bro. If you're sitting here hating on videos talking about why Siege is going down, like you're not maybe part of the problem, but like you just need to open your eyes and look, bro. Like it's all in good light, because everyone who makes these type of videos, everyone who voices out at their, you know, what's going bad about the game, what they don't like, what they want changed, it literally is in a good light because they know it could be so much better. You know, they know that, hey, if rank 2.0 was changed and it wasn't rank 2.0, the rank system would be so much better and be so much better to play. Hey, the cheaters, if the cheaters got removed, the game would be so much better and easier to play. Hey, the cosmetics, if they changed the cosmetics, made them better, made them less money, hey, people would be more happy. You know what I mean? Like, people say this in a good light. Obviously, the game's not going to be 100% perfect. You know what I mean? Because nothing is perfect in life. Not even you. Nothing can be perfect. But, like, as close to perfection as you can get. That's what people want, bro. People want the best for Siege. And it's just like, it feels like they just, you know, they just need to put more effort, bro. If they put more effort and listen to the community a little bit more, this game could be where it needs to be. But now we're here. You know what I mean? Now we're here. And next season, we're going to get a new operator, which is cool. We're getting a new gun, some operator changes, and guess what? A couple reworked maps. Same cheaters, same everything. Siege just needs a bunker down, lock in, bro. It's just they just release this content that doesn't need to be released in favor of something that needs to be changed. And I keep getting ads, bro. And it's just like, it's just annoying, you know? It's annoying to a point. I love Siege. I'm gonna play Siege, you know, still not as frequently, you know? And that's why, like, in my channel, I literally have went down to 1 post a week. I'm going back to school or whatever. But the thing is it's like, bro, I'm not gonna sit here. I literally can't play the game as much as I used to because it's just whatever now, you know?
I did try it. I've tried it for
But
a
yeah,
while. It was
everyone
fun
has
to be
tried.
had.
Everyone's
This was
played,
just
you know?
everything
It's
was
just,
readily available to us that I am critiquing. I
Yeah.
want to talk about the good and the bad. The more that I wrote this, I went, holy shit. There is so much
Yeah.
wrong with this game. I can't even listen
yeah.
to all
Which
of it.
again,
I can't
nothing's
even
gonna be
watch it.
perfect,
It's
but
pretty clear that I am not a champ level player at all.
yeah.
I'm not
But he
saying
makes
I'm
all
not
good points,
If
you
it's
know?
impossible, I'm fine with that.
If you're
It's
only
something
listening to
that
champ
I
level
wanna be a
opinions,
champ
like
at
there's
something
something
that
wrong
is
with you,
stress
bro.
and pressure, it's just not enjoyable.
You want
And
everyone
it's
to
okay
enjoy the
that I'm
game.
super good at something. But if that's the case, why am I consistently queued against champ after champ after champ after champ? I got put into a game with someone that's
And this is
champ
all I hear
several
from people who
seasons in a
aren't
row.
champ.
Why is it that I just can't enjoy my time on the game without hearing absolutely nothing? Then suddenly, boom, I'm dead. No
Yeah.
audio. There's just no audio. Boom, dead. So a lot of the time now, pretty often, audio is terrible. The cheaters are
I don't
abundant.
like
the
the
terrible
audio.
matchmaking
Yeah.
is some of the worst
Yep.
matchmaking I've ever seen. And on top of that, ranked matchmaking and ranked 2.0 is a complete joke.
Kill
Late
rate 2.0,
registration of
bro.
Guns, server latency, and packet loss. The countless bugs and
Like, I don't know how many,
glitches
how there's so
It
many
is
bugs.
quite literally the most miserable experience I have ever had on a video game. If you managed to watch up until this
And like I said earlier in the video, Siege is one of the only games where you have more fun thinking about it than actually playing it. And again, like I said, I wanted to be more critiquing. My final wish list, change the rank system to make it better matchmaking, add maybe a new rank, and add better and more rewards. Moving on to rewards cosmetic things. Better cosmetics. We don't need reskins. Pour your heart into it. You know what I mean? Like, you guys make great cosmetics. You know, that's what we want, bro. We want the original, like genuine, like, fire cosmetics you guys can make, you know, to go along, you know, put those in the ranked rewards, everything like that, you know, stuff like that. Fix the cheaters. Obviously you're never going to be able to, like, fully fix cheaters, but, like, when it's so bad that people can't even play the game, you know, it's like, you know, you got to lock in at some point. My big thing, he didn't bring it up in the game, I brought it a couple times, maps. Bro, please, I want some more maps. Make more maps. It'd be so fun to play different maps. Like, imagine each season, there's so many maps in the game where, you know, they just can recycle the map pool each season. You know what I mean? It brings a whole new element, you know, really, like, locks you in, because then at the start of a new season, then it's like, oh, we haven't played this map in a while, you know, we gotta lock in, you know, remember our stuff. As a new skill thing there. Reworks, just stop bringing the shield reworks, please. Like, we don't need any more. We don't need any more broken shield reworks. And yeah, bro, I mean, I think I'm probably missing some more stuff, but I said it all in the video. I kind of yapped a lot up, but I think it's needed, bro. And before I sign off here, Siege has the baseline to be such a fantastic game, and it's just a couple, maybe, you know, I'm not going to say minor, but maybe some major changes from really being like the game that it can be, you know, really being where it needs to be. And again, like, Siege has all the potential in the world to be the best game, and I think they just don't try enough, and, you know, don't fix the things that need to be fixed, and don't address the issues that need to be addressed. You know, I think if they listen to the community, fix at least the rank system, the cheaters, I think this game would be so much better. But yeah, that's gonna do it all for today's video, guys. And I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Big yap session for me, but I think it was needed. This is probably the last video I'll make on Rainbow, like the state it's in, for a little bit, at least, unless like a new video comes out that I really like, then I'll probably watch that one, or they make a bad change or something like that. But yeah, without further ado, that's gonna be all for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Make sure you guys go into the description below. My socials are all down there. I'd really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.